Hi friends, welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? I hope you all doing well. Today we will be doing a pick a pile reading to see what important messages are coming to you from the divine for any problem that you may have in your life. You are feeling stuck up, you are feeling blocked. So today we will pick a pile and we will channel direct messages from the universe. I will pull out some tarot cards. I will also pull out some zodiac signs, some qualities, alphabets, charms, divination dice, planets affecting you, and even chakra stones to see which chakras of yours are blocked, who is helping you, who will support you, who will not support you, whom you should be careful about. So there's a lot we will be doing in this reading. So stay tuned to the end. Let us look at the three options you have. The first option is the small piece of amethyst cluster which I have, which is so beautiful, isn't it? I recently got it. So this is option 1 for you. The second is the pyrite. And the third is a black tourmaline. So you can take a moment, you can pause the video if you want. Keep your hands on your chest, on your heart chakra. Take a deep breath and allow the universe to guide you to number 1, 2 or 3 or amethyst, pyrite or black tourmaline, whichever you feel guided to. Choose that number. I will put the timestamps in the description below. You can directly go to the number you have selected once you have decided. So see you at your pile. So welcome pile 1. Before I start your reading, I would like to request you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Don't forget to press the bell icon. And thank you so much if you are already a subscriber and you're coming back again. Thank you so much for your support. So that said, those of you who chose the amethyst, since you chose the amethyst, I feel you are already very spiritual. Amethyst is the crystal of the Sahasrara chakra or the crown chakra, and it means either you're a light worker, you are very spiritual, you may be very connected to divine, you may be very much in your spiritual energy, and if not, then the universe is asking you to get into your spiritual self, learn some spiritual practices, meditate, maybe change your diet, become vegetarian or connect with the divine, learn something, maybe learn Reiki or learn some healing process or some spiritual, whatever you are guided to or whatever you are attracted to, learn something and get connected to your spiritual self, to your higher self. Maybe you are too much in 3D and you are not paying attention to your spiritual self, your intuition, your guidance that you are receiving from the universe. You are not paying attention to it, and the universe is asking you to pay attention to that. So let us see what your cards say for you. So what is your current challenge or problem that you are facing? And for that you have the 7 of Cups. So I feel group 1 that the biggest problem you are facing is confusion in your life. There are too many options and you don't know which option to choose, or there are too many tasks at hand and you are so busy in doing all those tasks that you don't have time to connect to your spiritual self, to your higher self, to your intuition. And I guess that's why you chose the amethyst. I just spoke about it, that you need to pay attention to your spiritual self. You need to center yourself. Don't get distracted by so many things and too many tasks, and you're always busy doing things in the 3D. You're not taking time for yourself, to pay attention to yourself, to pay attention to your mind, to pay attention to your heart, what you want, to pay attention to your soul. Where does it want to go? What is the path that it wants to take? You're not paying attention to it. This is your biggest problem at this time, is that you're not connecting to divine, and that's why you are in this challenge, that you are confused, you are feeling overwhelmed with too much to do, or you're on purpose doing too much work so that you can numb your emotions and not look at what actually is bothering you. We do that sometimes, right? We keep distracting ourselves with work or with TV, and now we have so much Netflix and net series or other things, Tinder or many other things. We just keep distracting ourselves with other things rather than paying attention to our heart and our intuition and what we really want in life. So you are in this energy where you are confused and you're not listening to your higher self, and that's the reason you are feeling overwhelmed. What is currently blocking you? You have the moon, and these both energies are very similar. The seven of cups and the moon energy is very similar. In this card, if you see, she's sitting on a peak, which this is card is very different than the other cards, and I love the colors and the use of these cards. She's sitting on a peak and there are two diamonds here or two options, and she's confused. She doesn't know to go here or to go here. She's not sure because underneath, if you see, half is visible, half is not visible, and in any situation it could be that you know only half the truths of each situation. You don't know the full truth, so you're scared. Well, if I take this, what will happen, and if I take this, what will happen? But ultimately you have to take the leap of faith from here. You can't sit here all your life and keep hanging and keep these two also in this. So you have to take one of the boats, whichever is available to you, or you have to make a choice. And I guess this is the problem, that there is a choice you need to make which you are not making. You are confused, you are scared to make the choice, you are overwhelmed with the options, that whatever you have to do. And that's why you got the amethyst, because the universe is asking you to listen to your heart's desire, to pay attention to what your heart is saying, to pay attention to what your soul is saying. The mind is always full of ego. It will always try to satisfy its selfish ends. The mind has that tendency. It wants to control situations, it wants to have the cake and eat it too. But that is not possible in life, right? We have to forego one thing when we choose another. You can't have both the things. So you have to let go of one option and you have to choose the other. And you have to follow your intuition. That's why you got the amethyst. The universe wants you to follow your heart's desire. So what should be your focus at this time? And look at the card, heart's desire, and that is just what I said just now. So the universe wants you to focus on your heart's desire. The angels are supporting, guiding and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. Wow. So maybe the different options that you are seeing are actually not even there for you. You are just creating those options because you are scared to take the option that you should take. You know it. It's not something new that has come to you. You knew it long back. It is there in your life for some time now. And you have been wanting to take that option for some time now, but you're just allowing your fears and your insecurities to stop you because you're scared of the consequences of that action. So the universe is here telling you to listen to your heart's desire, do what makes you happy, do what satisfies your soul and your heart, not your ego. If you take a decision based on your ego, you will always suffer, you will always fail. Trust me, I've done that and I know. You will never be happy if you allow your ego to dominate you. So you have to shed your ego, you have to listen to spirit, you have to listen to your soul, you have to allow your inner intuition and guidance to guide you. And if you do, the angels are supporting and guiding you, they are also protecting you. You have to have that faith that nothing wrong will come out of your decision if you follow your heart. Whether it's a business, whether it's a job, whether it's moving to a different city, whether it's moving to a different house, buying something, starting a new project, or getting married, finding a relationship, the universe is asking you to trust your heart's desire. What change do you need to make in yourself to change this situation? And you have the win or lose card, which is the 5 of swords card. So maybe you have been getting into a lot of ego battles with someone, or within yourself or with someone else, where you fight and you try to win every battle. But you may win those battles, but in the end you may have lost a project, or you may have lost the order or the contract, or you may have lost a relationship, a very important option that you had, and which you lost because of this win or lose attitude, because you play dirty mind games. You tried to act smart, you tried to allow your ego to dominate you. You wanted to prove yourself better, right, or whatever, and you are not ready to listen to the other person or take decisions from your heart, operate out of your heart, operate out of your heart's desire, operate out of love and compassion. You used your ego and you may have won at that moment, but you will lose always. So the universe is asking you to change this attitude of yours, change operating out of ego, change this attitude where you want to win every time, where you want to be perfect every time. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Let others also do what they want. Don't try to be so much in control of everything in your life. Let it flow, let it go with the universe. Don't try to dominate and control everything and everyone. So, what lesson are you learning here because of this situation? Get grounded. Empaths, higher sensitives connect with nature. So maybe, as I said in the beginning, you are an empath, you are a light worker, you pull people's energies, the collective energies affect you, or the negative energies of the people around you affect you. I get affected a lot, that's why I don't go much in crowds, because we are empaths, we absorb people's hurts, pains, and we get affected by the natural cycles of the earth or the planets, we get by the moon, we get by the crowds, we get affected by everything. So sensitive people need to do a lot of grounding so that they can balance their energies, they can stay in balance. Or maybe you are too much in your head about everything. If you see, there's so much above his head, and so maybe there's too much in your head and you are thinking too much, you are overthinking, you are not grounding yourself, you are not meditating and finding the balance within yourself, and that's the reason you feel that overwhelm and that you're so much in your ego because of that, because you want to control everything in your life. You don't trust the universe, you don't trust yourself, you don't go with the flow of the universe. So the universe is asking you to learn to get grounded, walk bare feet on the grass, on the sand, on the mud. It will ground your energies to Mother Earth, and you will clear your mind. It helps to clear your mind. Whenever I feel numb or confused, I always walk bare feet on the grass, and that helps to ground my energies. Suddenly your mind becomes clear, all the fog gets cleared. Meditate and grounding, these are the two things you can do always, and they will always show you the right path. You will know what to do. Get out of that ego and it will help you. Now, how is the universe helping you here? What blessing it is sending your way? You have a blessing of good men and fathers. So maybe you have good friends who are males, or your father may help you with this situation. If you see this man, he has a crown here and there's a bird flying over it. So you need to take a bird's eye view of the whole situation. Don't look at it selfishly. Don't look at it through for your own ego satisfaction or selfish reason. Whatever your situation is, take a bird's eye view of it and trust someone and share your problem with someone, and you will find the right answer. You will get support from them. Rally people to support you, and you will get ask your friends and maybe your father to support you. Take the decision first, be clear what you want to do, and then everyone will support you to do it. The universe is blessing you with this support. So let us see what is the advice from divine regarding this situation. The angels say heart chakra. The answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving love. So this card had come in a past reading also. You need to open your heart chakra. Somewhere you have closed your heart, you are not opening your heart, you are not giving love, you are not receiving love, you have blocked yourself out, and the universe is asking you to focus on your heart chakra, open your heart chakra, share your emotions, share your love, do everything out of love, and you will never be a loser. If you do it out of ego, this is what you'll get: hollow wins. What other advice are we getting? We have in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. So the universe is telling you that get in the flow. You have been resisting for too long, and the universe wants you to get in the flow. When you are in the flow, everything will be smooth sailing. Because you are resisting, things are stuck up everywhere, things are not moving forward. Maybe you are having problems in your life, or you're stuck up in other situations in your life because you are stuck up in yourself. What we are inside, the same thing is portrayed in our lives, right? If your life is feeling stuck, so whatever you see in your life, I always believe that whatever is happening in my life, I look at myself, where inside me am I creating the seed for that. So if I'm stuck, my life will be stuck. So I have to move my energy first, I have to open my heart first, then the world around me will open. So you have to go in the flow, and then everything in your life will be smooth sailing. What are the guidance are we getting? The crystal that you're getting is smoky quartz point. So maybe you should wear a smoky quartz, buy a smoky quartz and keep it near you. That will help you. And it is also saying, are you fearful about your future? Have you been feeling resistant to changes? And we just spoke about it, right? Go in the flow, don't resist the change. So somewhere you have been resisting the change. Stretch your mind and your vision to see life from a higher perspective. And we spoke about that, right? Here, that take a bird's eye view of the whole thing. Don't you need to look at things from a higher perspective. There are new and exciting experiences ahead. Everything will be smooth sailing. Try using your imagination to visualize positive scenarios. So maybe you have been all thinking about the worst case scenarios, and that's why that fear and that anxiety is coming within you, that insecurity is coming in within you. Think of how everything will go positively. Think of the best scenarios and you will manifest the best. What we think, what our energy is, that's what we manifest. So if you think worst case scenarios, the worst will happen. If you think best case scenarios, the best will happen. Refocus your attention away from interruptions and focus on love and well-being. Have faith and know you are safe. So the universe, again you got a card of love. This is the third card you're getting of love. So maybe you are asking about a love situation and the universe is asking you to focus on love. Do whatever you do out of love. Do it from your heart. Don't let your ego dominate you. That is a big message that I'm getting for this group 1. Somewhere you have allowed your ego to dominate your life and your situation, and that has caused its downfall. That has caused that loss, and instead of winning you lost this battle. So bring love into the situation. Focus on your heart chakra, your intuition, ground yourself and listen to the divine rather than just allowing your ego to push you. Let's see what are the possible outcomes in this situation, how the future will be of this situation. You have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So in this situation, maybe there will be a lot of adjustment that will be required. If it's a business contract, or if it's a project, or it's a relationship, definitely you and the other person will have to adjust. You will have to make some changes in yourself. You will have to adjust to the other person. The other person will have to adjust to you. There will be a lot of getting out of the comfort zone that you will have to do, and even the other person will have to do, whoever you have this contract with. So you both will need to adjust yourselves and then find a middle ground so that you can come in alignment. And you have the King of Unicorns. You are blessed with majesty, vision and power. You will become a king in the end of the day. The universe is blessing you with king energy, and you will be blessed with majesty, vision and power. So once you take the power back to you, maybe you are giving your power away to situations, to people, to circumstances, and you're feeling powerless, victimized, stuck up. So the universe is asking you to come in this king energy, come in the power energy, and you will be blessed with power and vision. You will know which direction to take. Listen to your soul, listen to your heart, follow your divine guidance. And the last message from the universe is your treasure is at hand. Wow. So you are going to get the treasure. It is at hand. You just need to take the leap of faith. It says, sure, you can always find prettier, handsomer, skinnier, wiser, richer, younger, zippier, but more often than not, one learns the most, laughs the loudest and smiles the widest with those they've already found, especially when they stop looking elsewhere. Those who will in a a relationship, or and especially getting it for a relationship, this card, that maybe you were thinking you'll get a better option, something is not matching, something in your situation is not matching between the two of you. There's a lot of difference. There's a difference of status, there's a difference of age, there's a difference of culture, difference of religion, difference of locations, and things are very difficult to bring together. A lot of adjustments will be required, but the universe is telling you that be with the people who make you laugh the loudest, make you smile the most, make you enjoy life the most, make you feel most happy, where your heart feels the best, where your soul feels at peace, where your heart feels happiest. That is the place you need to be, that is the person you need to be with. So you may find better people on paper, which may be better to show the crowd around you. If you are a people pleaser, I know, especially people who have ego are very people pleasers. They care too much what others think about what they do. So they want to find perfect partners, they want to have the perfect job, they want to have the perfect everything, their project and everything. And if something is not right, someone makes a mistake, they feel very embarrassed and they feel very uncomfortable. So you have to shed that ego, you have to shed that people pleasing, and you have to know that end of the day it's your life. You have to live with this person, you have to live with this job or this project or this business. So how you feel about it, do what makes you happy, do what makes you feel the best in yourself, the happiest and the peacefulest. That will be the right thing for you. That is your treasure that you have. So now let's focus on the charms. Let's pull out some charms. First, let's pull out some alphabets to see who can help you in this situation. I will pull 3 for positive and 3 for negative. 3 people who are helping you in this situation and 3 people who are causing problem in this situation. Please take what resonates. It may or may not apply to your situation. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So 3 people who are helping in you are, one is S, and you have X, and you have A. And 3 people causing problem for you, or who could cause potentially problem for you in this situation. You have B, you have O, and you have D. Let's pull out some numbers. Numbers or dates. Again, 3 positive and 3 negative, or maybe be careful about these people, be careful about these dates. It could be anything. It could also be birthdays or life path numbers of the people you should be careful about. Take what resonates. So good is 8, 3, which is an ascended master's number, which is very good, and you have 4, which is the angel number. So the angels are telling you they are around you. It could also mean 83, 34, or the number dates could be 17, which adds up to 8, or 12, which adds up to 3. Take what resonates. It could mean that as well. What you need to be careful about: 9 or the multiples of 9, 2 or the multiples of 2, 5. Now let's pull out some zodiac signs. We'll pull out 3 positive and 3 negative for the zodiac signs as well. Let's pull out the positive first. You have Aquarius, so someone who's an Aquarius could help you. We have Scorpio and we have Libra. So these 3 could help you in your situation. Maybe you have friends or colleagues or someone who is a Scorpio, Libra and Aquarius who will help you. Whom do you need to be careful about? You have Gemini, Leo and Capricorn. Let's see what qualities you need to bring within yourself to assist you in this situation. You have wisdom and you pick the amethyst, which is a crystal of spiritual wisdom and the crown chakra, and I mentioned that you need to tap into your inner wisdom and your inner guidance. So pay attention to your inner guidance, your soul, what it is talking to you, or you may get in touch with a wise person who can help you with the situation. And we have be brave. So maybe you're not being brave enough, or you're not having the courage to take the risk or take the leap of faith. So the universe is asking you to be brave and courageous. And you have inspiration. So draw into your inspiration. Maybe you are not feeling inspired to take the action and you need to really find your inspiration. Maybe this job or the current job you're in, or the current relationship you're in, or the current project you're working on is not giving you the necessary inspiration in life. So what inspires you or who inspires you, that will be the right thing for you, that will be the right person for you. That is another indication here. Let's pull out some charms now to see what guidance is coming from them. So right away we got the rainbow. So the universe is giving you, this is a sign of luck, this is the sign of the angels talking to you, showing you their presence, telling you that we are there for you. And this is also the 7 colors of the 7 chakras. So maybe you should meditate and clean your chakras, concentrate on your chakras. We'll pull out the chakras also to see which chakra is blocked, but this is definitely a positive sign to move forward. And then you got 2 sweets here. So definitely something sweet will come into your life if you take that leap of faith. The universe will give you the sweet outcome. Oh, we have one more candy here. So definitely a lot of sweetness coming into your life. We got a rupee here, coin. So money will also come to you once you take the leap of faith and you follow your heart and take the right path. You will find the inspiration and the wisdom to do well in your life. Money will also come if you take this direction. Then you have a bow. So maybe you will receive gifts from someone, or you need to give a gift to someone, you will buy someone gifts. Then you have Minnie Mouse or cute doll here. So definitely you are seeing someone as a very cute person, a very sweet person. Someone may be seeing you as a cute and sweet person, or you need to treat someone like a cute person as a doll and treat them delicately, treat them with love and care. Or there may be child in your life that may be coming soon. Then you have a shell here. So maybe you should go on a beach, take a holiday, walk on the sand for grounding as I had told earlier. Or maybe you have kept yourself in a shell and you need to break that shell and come out of it. Or the person or you are asking about is in a shell and they need to break and come out of it. But mostly this is for you. You need to break the shell and come out of it and reveal yourself is what I'm getting. Go on the beach for a holiday. That is also possible. And finally I have a cigarette butt and I have a liquor bottle. So maybe you're indulging too much in liquor and smoking a lot, getting addicted or getting drawn into addictions because of the overwhelm, because of the loss, because of the anger, fear. I told you we distract ourselves with addictions and different things. So maybe you're distracting yourself with these addictions and trying to bring calm in your life, but understand that this will not help you. End of the day, you need to do what needs to be done. You can't keep running away from yourself all your life. You have to face yourself, you have to face your emotions, you have to listen to the guidance you're getting. Listen to your soul, otherwise your soul will not let you live in peace. Trust me. Let's pull out some divination dice to get some more messages. And we have envelope. So maybe you need to send a message to someone, you need to write an email, or you're waiting for a message or email from someone, and the universe is asking you to send an email or message to someone. Anything could be possible here. If you have been thinking of sending that email or message, the universe is giving you the go ahead sign to do it. And you have a yacht here, a boat, and we also got the shell. So maybe you need to go boating, you should go on a holiday to the beach, take a break, go somewhere out, spend time with the person. If there is problem in your life, you will get inspiration there, you will get a break, you will see the truth, or set sail is what the universe is also saying here. I'm getting a very specific message here. The boat is very safe at the harbor, but that's not what boats are made. So if you have been keeping your boat at the harbor because you're scared of getting into the deep sea, you feel safe and comfortable in the harbor, that's not what your boat is meant for, right? It's meant for sailing. Shed your fears and insecurities and take your boat out into the deep sea. Dive into the deep sea. And we have the fish here, and the fish is about luck, and it is also about going with the flow, and we got the go with the flow card. So the universe is asking you to be playful and have fun, swim like the fish. We got the boat, we got the shell, and we got the fish. So a lot of water energy here. So the universe may be asking you to go near water. That will heal you, that may be therapeutic for you, that will clear your mind, and you will be able to see the path ahead. and you have the radio here. So there may be some news that may be coming to you soon, or there may be something you hear through the radio, or maybe through some songs or something that may click, that may be a message from the divine to you, that may be telling you what you need to do, that may be showing you the direction ahead. So pay attention to the messages that are coming to you through any of the media devices, maybe a radio, TV, or maybe the social media. You hear something, you listen to some words, or you listen to some songs or some messages, and that may be a message for you. So pay attention to that. And one more last dice. We got the vibration, and we had got this last time also. So pay attention to your vibration. Where is it going down? In whose company or in doing what job or what situation do you feel that your vibration goes high, and which situations bring your vibration down? Pay attention to that. Which people bring your vibration down? How do people around you affect you? Pay attention to that. And I spoke about empaths getting affected by the vibration of people around them. So be careful of whom you spend time with what type of energy surrounding you. I have seen that when empaths and light workers spend too much time in a pub or in drinking in hotels and bars, or your energy goes down. Are you doing that? Because we also got the smoking and drinking charms. So pay attention. Are you visiting such places? Are you between people who talk negative things, who are cynical, who are always critical, who are always talking negative about everyone? Gossiping. Radio could also be about gossip. So don't spend your time with such people. Spend time with people who will help to raise your vibration, who will talk about wise things, who will talk about spiritual things, who will help you see positive, increase your positivity, not your negativity. Pay attention to your vibration, do grounding, do meditation, and also increase your vibration. Could be what the universe is saying. Maybe you're too stuck up in your ego and you need to raise your vibration, connect to your crown chakra. So let's see which planet is currently affecting you the most in a negative way, which planet is causing negative situations in your life. And we have Neptune. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. Neptune is also the planet of emotions, of the higher realms of spirituality, and it is the planet of the crown chakra, the spiritual connection to divine. So the universe is again emphasizing that you need to process your emotions, you need to connect to the spiritual powers. Neptune is also connected with the zodiac sign of Pisces. Neptune is all about our emotions, about diving deep into them, understanding them, looking at where we are hurting, what causes us pain, anger, angst, where our traumas are, healing our emotional body, gaining emotional intelligence. I have seen people grow in age but they don't grow in emotional intelligence. Even at 50, 60 they behave like children. Being childlike is a good thing. You may have a lot of wisdom and maturity, but you behave like a child. You are innocent at heart, you trust people easily, you enjoy the little things in life. You enjoy seeing the moon, you enjoy seeing the flowers, you enjoy seeing the butterflies. That is being childlike, which is a good thing. That means your inner child is healed and you have awakened that innocence back into you. But some people are childish. They are so stuck, they are in that mind games, pulling the other person down, don't want to talk about their emotions, don't want to take responsibility for their actions, don't want to apologize for the mistakes they made. They will live in denial, they will be defensive about the wrongs that they have done and try to prove it right. These are childish behaviors, and Neptune talks about finding emotional maturity by connecting to the spiritual powers, by letting go of the ego and being in your heart space. So finally, let's pull out one chakra to see which chakra is blocked for you and which chakra you need to work on. I have the 7 chakras here, and you have the green aventurine, which is the heart chakra. So, and you got the heart chakra card. So the universe is saying that your heart chakra is blocked and you need to work on it, open it. Maybe you can't express your emotions, you can't speak your truth, you are scared to love people, you are scared to express how you feel to people, you are scared to allow people to come close to you and love you or do something nice for you. You get scared and insecure and you start pushing people away, you run away when things get too steamy or when things get too close or intimate. You become very agitated and insecure. These all come from childhood traumas and childhood damage. It could also be past life issues where you lack self-esteem, you don't think you deserve love, you don't think you're good enough for the other person, and you're scared that if they come to know the true self, you put up a mask to impress people, and you're scared that if people come too close, they will see beyond that mask, they will see your true self, and you don't like your true self, you hate your true self, and you think it is something that needs to be hidden, and that's why you don't allow people to come close to you, because you're scared that they will see that true self of yours that you are hiding from people for so long. But that's not true. People who love you will love you, you're good, bad and ugly, right? And that is what true love is about, and that is what your soul tribe is about. So the people who can't accept you with your at your worst don't deserve you at your best. You need to let these fears go, you need to let these traumas go, you need to let these insecurities go and open your heart. Love yourself, heal your shadow self, heal that part of you that you don't like, and bring more acceptance of your shadow self into your life. We all have, that's a part of you, you cannot deny it. So you have to accept it, and you have to be honest about it and love it as much. You can't be 100% perfect. So the ugly is also you. You have to love it. You have to bring acceptance of it within you. Don't let people put you down because of it. Don't let people damage you because of it. Maybe in childhood you have been bullied because of it, or you have been admonished because of it, you have been criticized because of certain things in your nature or behavior, and that has stuck in your mind and you are stuck up in that area. So you need to let it go, you need to go with the flow and open your heart chakra. Wonderful messages for group 1. I hope you liked it. If you do like, share and subscribe. And thank you for being here. I hope I could help you with this reading. You're able to solve your issues. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome group 2 to your reading. Those of you who chose the pyrite. Before we start the reading, I would like to request you to subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to press the bell icon so that you receive the updates whenever I post any reading. Also check me out on Instagram, as I'll put the link below and also during the video. I post a lot of spiritual insights there, and also tarot card readings which are short and sweet. So you can check them out during the week and the weekends also. I keep posting there a lot. So do check me out there. Coming back to your reading, those of you who chose the pyrite. Pyrite is a crystal of brightness. If you see, it is so solid and it is shining bright. It helps to facilitate better judgment and also to get a clear mental state. It is an excellent stone which will help you with your business endeavors as well as in achieving academic pursuits. So it's very good for students and businessmen. Pyrite also gives you optimism, clarity, and the physical stamina necessary to pursue your goals and dreams. So if you're looking for mental clarity, for strength and stamina to do something, pyrite is the stone for you. So I feel group 2, somewhere you are stuck in something and you need the mental clarity, and that's why you selected pyrite. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. So the first card is, what is your current challenge or problem? And you got the Devil card. The Devil card is all about addictions, about being stuck in some situation, not being able to come out of it, feeling tied down, feeling controlled by an unseen negative force that doesn't let you move forward. Or you may be in a toxic job environment, you may be in a toxic business environment, or you may be in a toxic relationship which is causing you a lot of problem, but you are so stuck in that situation that you can't find a way out. It could also mean that somewhere you have some addictions, maybe to alcohol, maybe to drugs, maybe to eating, or maybe to sex or work. Work is also an addiction. People become workaholics. So there is some addiction, or there may be some addictive behavior in you. You may be overreacting to people, you may be mistrusting people, you may have closed your heart. There is some cycles and patterns that you keep repeating because of your addictive behaviors. in your life and you're not being able to break out of it, you're not getting the guidance and clarity how to come out of it. And that's why you chose the Pyrite card, that is supposed to give you the mental clarity and the stamina to break it. Sometimes we know what we need to do, but we can't do it. We do it for a few days and then again we go back to our old ways. We are not consistent, we are not persistent in it. We don't have the stamina to carry it throughout. We lose the earlier push that we had. We do it for 4-5 days. Like I see in New Year, many people start walking or they go to the gym, and then within 10 days the number of people going thins out, and then by February, March it's like gone. So maybe you are that type of a person and that's why you chose Pyrite. So let us see what is currently blocking you in this situation. And you have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. So somewhere you have a wish that you want to fulfill, but you don't have the strength or stamina or clarity to fulfill it. The second thing I'm also getting here is Nine of Cups is also a card of indulgence, overindulgence. So maybe you're drinking too much and that is your addiction, and that is spoiling your life, your health, and you're not being able to come out of it. You're not being able to get out of that situation. Maybe every day you have friends who call you and you have to sit with them to drink, and you want to break that cycle, you want to break that group, you want to leave the group, but they don't let you alone and they keep pulling you back into it, so you can't get out of it. That could also be the case for some of you. So what should be your focus currently? And you have the Strength. Isn't that the perfect card to get? Everything you have experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So the universe is saying that you have the experience, and whatever you have experienced in your life, it has made you strong. You have the courage, you have the strength within you. You just need to keep pushing forward. You just need to bring that determination and the persistence within you, and you will have the strength to get out of this addictive situation, whatever it may be, the toxic and addictive situation that you are stuck in. You can easily break this cycle. You have the strength within you, you have the wisdom within you, you have the courage within you to do it. Just you need to be focused on it. You need to focus on doing it. You need to be persistent. So let us see what change do you need to make in yourself here to change the situation. And you have the Crown Chakra. The Crown Chakra is all about connecting to the divine, meditate, pay attention to your intuition, trust your intuition, have faith in your intuition, have faith in yourself. Don't let people misguide you, don't let people pull you back into toxic ways. Have the courage and have the strength to say no. And believe your intuition. If your heart is saying no, these people are not good for me, or this situation is not good for me, this job is not good for me, this house is not good for me, this person is not good for me, leave it, move forward. If they are creating unhappiness and distortion within you, if they are creating disbalance within you, you need to get out of that situation. So trust your intuition, meditate a lot, connect with your spiritual self, your higher self, your soul, your heart. It will guide you in the right direction. It will tell you what you need to do. And that's what you need to do here is meditate more, connect more to your spiritual self. That is what the universe is asking you. I have seen that when we are more spiritual, when we connect more, we meditate more, we are more in tune with our spiritual self. Nobody can move us. We are very strong. It gives us a lot of inner strength. We live our lives in integrity, we live our lives with strength, we live our lives with authenticity, and we have the courage to stand up for ourselves, for stand up what is right, even though we are alone. So the strength that you need will come with your spiritual strength. So the more you connect to yourself, the more you connect to divine, the more you will have spiritual strength, the more strength you'll get to break through this addiction. What lessons are you learning here in this situation? You have aligned your life. What is not aligned or needs to change in your life. So somewhere I feel there are certain things, for everyone it would be a different thing. Your life is not aligned the way you need it or the way your soul is telling you. Maybe you are too much in your ego and you have created a lifestyle that was serving you earlier, but now you have changed, you have grown spiritually, and now those things don't give you happiness. You grow, and if the person you are with doesn't grow with you, you have to let it go. You can't keep pushing them, which we do initially, right? We try to tell them where we are coming from, we try to change them, or we try to guide them as empaths and healers. But if it's everyone's choice, if they don't grow with us, then we have to grow out of their vibration, right? We move out of that orbit, we move into the next orbit. Similarly, in your life, something is misaligned. Maybe the people around you, the job you are in, the business you are in, the relationships you are in, the house you are in, something is misaligned, and you need to find the alignment within yourself. To align what is outside, you need to first align what is inside you. You need to align your chakras. See how distorted her face is. Our chakras get disbalanced and distorted, so you need to bring your chakras in alignment. For that, you have this crown chakra card. Connect with spirituality, do meditations, align your chakras, release all that is blocking you, release your obstacles, release all the distractions and addictions that you have, and your life will come in alignment. Eat right, sleep right, do the right things, have the right behavior, don't do things that don't match your integrity, otherwise it will fill you with shame and guilt, and that really pulls down your energy, that really breaks you down. So don't do those things. Don't get into those addictions that are not right for you. It's painful, it's difficult, but you have the strength to do it. Realign your life. How is the universe helping you here? And you have the blessing of fire. So the universe is giving you the strength and the fire to do it. It's giving you the push, it's giving you the passion and the energy to do it. That is how the universe is blessing you. And this is the card of the base chakra. See how much red is here. So base chakra is all about your material gains and your material security. So the more you connect to divine, the more you realize that you are abundant. The universe is supporting you, protecting you always. It's always supplying for your needs. It's always giving you what you need. You just have to align yourself in the right way with the universe. Once we flow with the universe, everything comes easily to us. Everything comes naturally and easily. Let us see what advice is coming to you from the divine. You have visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So if you're scared to take that leap of faith, maybe you want to leave your job and go into a new job, or you want to leave a city and travel to another city, or you want to completely leave your life and be a blogger and travel blogger, or you want to start your own business, leave a job and start a business, or you want to leave one marriage, get into another relationship, or you want to break a relationship, or you want to let go of some addiction, whatever your situation it is, the universe is asking you to visualize success. Believe that everything will go well, fine. Have faith in a positive outcome. Have faith that the angels are supporting you and everything will be perfect at the end of the day. And things will get perfect. Oh, I didn't realize you got an extra card. Wow. I was supposed to remove only one card and I didn't realize I had removed two cards here. So luckily you have one more card. So the angels do want to give this message to you. That's why you got this extra card. It says if you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the love of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. This I have seen in my life and it's very true. When we are focused on helping others through our work, through our relationships, through the good we do or through our karmas, when we are focused on God, how can I help this world? How can I make it a better place? The universe will help you. The universe takes care of your needs. It will provide for you for whatever you want, and you will find the right path. You will know, you'll get that mental clarity what you want to do. Because you are looking at the bigger picture, you're not looking at your self-satisfaction, you're not looking at your ego satisfaction, you're not looking at your personal gains, you're looking at the world. I always tell people that taking time for yourself, healing yourself, following spiritual practices, meditating. People tell me that that is a waste of time. Instead of that, do some good, go out and do good for the world. But I do go out and do good for the world. And that is not always necessary. When we heal ourselves, When we get rid of all our fears, insecurities, traumas, we raise our vibration, and that vibration also helps the world. We become healers. We become wise people too. We help others who are in need, who are going through the same shit like us, or that we have come out of. We have a path now, we have a solution now which we can give others. And when we raise our vibration, we raise the collective vibration, we raise the collective consciousness of the world, and that is also a big help to the world. So don't think only physical work is work for the world, this is also working for the world. So pay attention to that. Alright, let's get some more advice from Divine. You have miracles, wow, such a beautiful card. Expect the wonders to emerge. So the universe is telling you, advising you that once you have the strength, you get rid of your addictions and you take that leap of faith, you align yourself, you will see miracles in your life. The best things will come to you, all the beauty of your life will come to you. Make that change in yourself. Get rid of your addictions, align your life with the spirituality, with it. And yes, I have seen a lot of miracles in my life. Trust me, miracles do happen. Once you're on the spiritual path, you will be showered with miracles, left, right, center. Alright, let's get one more card. What crystal is advised for you? You have sardonyx. So you can get this crystal for yourself, keep it with you, wear it. And this crystal says, are you a generous person? Do you recognize that there is always plenty for you and plenty to share? Have you embraced extraordinary abundance and great wealth? Conscious business practices aligned with ethics and compassion fill your physical and spiritual bank account. Practice integrity in alignment with the cosmic order and watch how your abundance grows on all levels. That is so true. And you have the pyrite, which is all about business and doing business with integrity, finding the clarity to follow your business. So maybe you're following some unhealthy business practices in your life. Maybe just today I was speaking about it to someone that in business people expect that you should take them out for dinners and drinks and give them money under the table and all that stuff, and I could never do that. But still my business survived and it thrived well. I never feel that doing wrong is the only way out. No, doing right is also a way out. You try to do that and the universe provides for you. It will take care of you. Some way or the other you will get an order. There will be people who will appreciate your honesty and your integrity. Do the right thing in your business and you will see success and money flowing to you. Many people tell me that those people who are doing underhand things and who are cheating, they are so rich and why are we suffering? We don't have so much. But you have peace of mind, right? They live in constant fear of getting caught. They live in constant fear of if someone finds out what will happen. There's danger to their life and danger if they come under the radar of the police or whatever. So it's really not worth it. And what will you do with so much money? End of the day, you're only going to eat what you're going to eat in 2 meals a day, right? And when you die, everything is going to be left here. So rather let your life and your time be used for service to others instead of spending it to run behind money. So let us see what the possible outcomes of this situation will be. We have nothing will come of this situation. So maybe avoid of course mode. There is a situation in your life that you have been worrying too much about, that it will go negative or something will happen here and I may lose everything, I may face a loss or someone may hurt me, damage me or whatever, but the universe is saying nothing will come of this situation. So don't worry, just go with the flow and expect miracles. Do the right thing. Nothing bad will come to you. And you have divine sight. See the divine in everyone. So the universe is asking you to change your vision. Somewhere maybe you are just focusing on the negative in people, the bad in people. And the universe is asking you to bring divine sight. This is a 7-card number which is again about spirituality. So see the divine in everything around you, everyone and everything around you. The good, the bad and ugly, everything is brought to you by the universe to teach you a lesson, to learn something in your life. Allow the universe, once you become spiritual, you see the bigger picture and you understand why these things are happening in your life. You see the lesson and the wisdom behind every situation that happened in your life, the good, the bad and the ugly situations. You realize, okay, this came to teach me something. So you learn the lesson and then you let it go, right? People come to teach you a lesson. situations come to teach you a lesson. We just need to absorb those lessons and let it pass, forgive and forget, right? And the final message is enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. So you are a unique person. Don't forget that. The universe is saying be happy in your uniqueness. Don't compare yourself to others. Sometimes we compare ourselves to others. We are not like them and we feel we are less. We are not good enough because we have less money. We are not good enough because we don't have this. We don't have that. But money is not everything. Status is not everything. Peace of mind and happiness is. Are you happy? Do what makes you happy. Everyone has a different choice, different path, different destiny they come with. You are extraordinary, you are unique. Follow your own uniqueness. And it reads, do you know what you have created? No, besides an intergalactically known saunter named after you. Inspiration in the eyes that have watched you, hope in the minds that have admired you, and love in the hearts that have known you. But you might ease up on your sachet before someone gets hurt. So, you don't know how many people are watching you and getting inspired, how many people have hopes from you, how many people love you in their heart because of your uniqueness. So, trust your uniqueness. Don't be shy about it, don't be conscious about it, don't hide it behind a mask. Enjoy it and share it with the world. The people needs more authentic and unique people. Be proud of it, don't be ashamed of it, is what I always say. We all have our quirks and we all have our craziness, right? Normal is boring any which ways. So be quirky and be unique and enjoy your life. So those were your tarot card messages for you today. Let's pull out some charms and first pull out some alphabets to see. We'll pull out 3 alphabets to see who will bring positivity in your life and 3 for who will bring negativity in your life. It could be their first name and last name for these people that are affecting your life positively and negatively. Remember, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You have L, this is positive for you. People with the name L. You have N. And you have A. And for negative, you have B, N, and you have T. So these people you should be careful about, wary about. Let's pull out numbers. They could be birthdays, dates that are good for you and not so good for you. Could also be the birthdays, life path numbers of the people around you. So the number 10 is good for you. It could also be the date 10th of February. And you have number 5. And you have number 7. These are the good dates, good numbers for you. The bad numbers, you have 2, you have 3, and you have 9. Let's see the zodiac signs that will be good and bad for you. The good will be Pisces, Virgo, and Aquarius. The bad will be Leo, Taurus, and Sagittarius. These may be challenging or bad for you. Let's pull out some qualities that you need to bring within yourself to be successful in this situation. And you have magic, and you also got the miracles card. So somewhere to invite magic into your life or miracles into your life, you need to connect to your spirituality and you will start seeing magic. That's for sure. Create magic or do something magical. Believe in magic, believe in synchronicities and what the universe is telling you. And you have unique, and you did get the enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. So don't be shy of your uniqueness. Don't hide your uniqueness. It's time for you to Show that unique part of you to the world. Don't hide it anymore. That's what the universe is saying. Express your uniqueness. Flaunt your uniqueness. Demonstrate your uniqueness. And you have belief. So believe in yourself. Believe that you will be loved by the right people. You will be supported and appreciated by the right people. You don't need to hide your uniqueness. You don't need to be ashamed of it. You don't need to be embarrassed about it. That's what the universe is saying to you. It may also be to check your beliefs. What beliefs do you have? Are they yours or are they of the people around you? Who has put those beliefs in you? Are they true? Are they false? So let's pull out some charms now. Straight away I see a pink heart. So it could be that you need to come into unconditional love. Some way your love may be out of ego, conditional. If you do this, then I'll love you. If this is right, then I'll love. If this is not right, then I won't love. So some way you need to come into unconditional love. This is crown chakra energy again, and you got the crown chakra. So bring yourself into unconditional love. And you also have a pink flower. So this is again about love, expressing your love, unconditional love. Pink flowers are also for proposing. Maybe you need to propose to someone or you want to propose to someone. Or you may give flowers to someone, you may receive flowers from someone. Or the timing may be spring. That could also be possible. You have two alphabets here, T and R. So maybe these people with T and R could be important at this time in your life. And you got two hearts with angel wings. So if you are asking about a relationship or someone else with you, then your both hearts are protected. The angels are surrounding you and your partner, whoever you're asking about. So trust in the universe. Don't worry, everything will be perfect. You have two sweets here, one candy and one sweet. So a lot of sweetness is ready to come into your life. Trust the miracles. You got the miracles card. And then you have a teapot here. So something is brewing underneath. Maybe it's not visible to you, or maybe, but the universe is working on the backdrop. So trust the universe that things are happening for you. Don't be scared. Don't worry. Things are working out for you. Then you have the crown. So don't worry, you will be a king. You will be an emperor in control of the situation. Don't worry about that. You will not be left on the road or you're scared you will lose your crown or you will lose anything. If you let go of the situation, don't worry, you will still have your crown. And what you do may make you a leader in your community actually. Even once you take the leap of faith and you make the changes you're supposed to make. You may actually be appreciated by the people around you. And you have the star here, which is a card of luck and the stars being with you, destined. So maybe you are in whatever path you want to take, it is destined and it is fated, and the universe is showing you this North Star to follow your heart, to follow the direction of the star and do what is needful. You also have two keys here. So maybe you will be able to unlock two opportunities. Maybe you will get two good opportunities. I'm also getting that maybe you are in a twin flame relationship or a soulmate relationship because you got these two hearts here and now you got two sweets here and you got these two keys now. So maybe you will find the key to each other's heart. You will find someone who will be your twin flame or soulmate, who will be able to unlock your heart, and you will be able to unlock theirs. You will be able to open new doors for yourself, new opportunities, new jobs, something good. Two new things will come into your life or a good relationship will come into your life. Alright, so let's see now, let's pull out some divination dices. And you got the lips. So this could mean many things. One, it could mean that you need to speak your truth, you need to open your mouth and express your truth to someone or to the world. You need to express your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs or your dreams, your goals. You need to express something that you have been hiding for a long time. Second thing can be that people are gossiping around you, about you. That could also be possible, speaking blah blah blah. That could also be possible. Or the other thing could be that lips are for kisses. So you may be missing someone, or you may be missing someone's kiss, or you want to kiss someone, or you maybe get a chance to kiss someone that you dream of. And you have a cassette tape. This is a very old thing that we used to have during when we were kids. We don't see them anymore now. But this is a cassette tape. So maybe there is something very old about you, or you have some old memories that are affecting you, that are causing you trauma and pain. Maybe you have a old relationship, someone from your childhood, someone from your past may come into your life now, or some old songs may remind you of them. You may listen to old songs together, or you may listen to old songs that may remind you of something in your past, or there may be some old memories that have the answer to this particular situation that may help you at this time, or you may listen to a song and you may find the solution in that song. It may be a message from the universe to you that will help you in this situation. And you have the sun. Wow! Sun is the very most brightest planet on earth, and that is the best card in the tarots also. So there will be a lot of a light will shine into your life. You will finally see light at the end of the tunnel. You may shed all your inhibitions. You may be able to shed your insecurities and fears. You will come out of the darkness. You will come out of those addictions, and you will have the strength to bare your heart. In the sun card, if you see the child is innocent, sitting on the horse naked. So you'll be able to bare your soul, to speak your truth, to bring that innocence, that love, the joy to work into your life, the fun and frolic, that innocence that you had as a child, which you had lost a long time. You will be able to bring that back into your life. Sun is also a card of yes. So if there's some question in your mind that you want the answer is yes. The sun is a very positive card. This is a factory you can see which is having a chimney that is throwing out smoke. So maybe you're working too hard, or you're addicted to your work, you're becoming a workaholic. You need to, the universe is saying to pay attention to that. Is that your devil energy? Is that your toxic energy that is surrounding you at workplace? Things at work may not be good, or your colleagues or boss may not be good. That is creating a problem in your life. Or you're working too hard and you're spreading the smoke around, which is damaging the atmosphere. So your what is brewing inside you, or what is going on within you, what you're creating inside your own factory of your body, is pouring out this darkness into the universe, this dark cloud of smoke into the universe, and you're spreading darkness. So you need to heal yourself. You need to check yourself. What are you throwing out into the universe? And you have a purse. So money may be coming to you. The two opportunities you got the key, and something is brewing. So maybe a lot of money may come into your life once you get rid of your addictions and you do the right thing. You align yourself with integrity and balance and righteousness. A lot of money will come to you, definitely. Or you may take a bag and go out on holidays. That could also be possible. So let's pull out a planet to see which planet is affecting you currently. Which planet is affecting you currently. And we have the moon. And we got the moon here. The void moon. So moon is a card of emotions. Moon is the card of water. Emotions. Moon is the card of cycles repeating, of the waxing and waning. So some days you are shining bright, some days you are totally dark. Whether it's your job or relationships or anything else, there is some repeating cycles or patterns in your behavior or around you in your life, and you need to break that addiction to those cycles and behaviors and patterns that you keep repeating. And you got the moon, you got the, it's very similar to that devil energy card that you got. The devil card is also about being stuck in that repeated toxic behavior, and the moon speaks about the same. So you need to break those patterns and get out of it. And let's see finally which chakra of yours is blocked and which chakra you need to work on currently that is blocking you. I have my chakra stones here. I'll pull out one for you. Wow, and you got the amethyst or the crown chakra, and you also got the crown chakra card. Wow, so the universe is telling you to get in touch with your spiritual side, to get in touch with your wisdom, meditate, follow some spiritual practice, pay attention to your spiritual aspect. Don't be so focused on your materialistic side and physical world and the body and the money and the legacy and everything. Pay attention to your spiritual aspect also. Where are you come from? What is your destiny? What is your path on this earth? Why are these things happening to you? Why are you going through all these situations? Ask yourself, find answers to those situations. They are all within you. Meditate, follow a spiritual practice, and you will get all the answers. Connect with your divine self, connect with your spiritual self, connect with your higher self. All the answers are within your soul. The universe is asking you to pay attention to that. Wow, this is a miracle. Getting the crown chakra card and then getting the crown chakra stone as well. Wow. So these were the messages from Divine for You Group 2. I hope you liked them. They resonated with you. If they did, do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello Group 3. Welcome again. Those who have chosen the black tourmaline. But before I start your reading, I would like to request you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Also check out my Instagram page. You would find a lot of interesting stuff there which is very different from here. I post a lot of spiritual insights there, and I also post small weekly and weekend readings, tarot card readings there, which would interest you. If you like it, do follow me on Instagram. So those who chose the black tourmaline. Now black tourmaline is a stone that is good to ward off negativity, absorbs the rays and the negativity around you, even the energy from the computers, laptops, etc. All those negative waves, it absorbs it and it protects you from them. So maybe group 3, what I'm getting for you right away is that maybe you're surrounded with a lot of negative energy in your life at the moment. There may be negative people, situations around you that you need protection from. You need to protect yourself. So if you feel like you can use the black tourmaline, you can buy it, wear it, you get bracelets, you get pendants, or you can buy such a raw tourmaline and keep it around your house or near you where you sit. That will protect you always. Carry it in your bag or your laptop, with your laptop, etc. It will help you and protect you. Alright, now let's see what the cards have to say. After that, we'll pull out the charms and other astro dice and alphabets, numbers, etc. So, what is your current challenge or problem? The first card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. So, it looks like you're stuck in a cycle which is going on repeating in your life. You're not being able to get out of it, and you're hoping that the universe will end the cycle and you will be able to get out of this situation. And you want fate and destiny to intervene so that something nice and beautiful comes into your life. It could also be regarding a relationship, because in this card we have a couple here. So it could be that you are waiting for someone to offer you their cup of love. You've been waiting for some time, and now you want fate and destiny to bring that person to you. You're looking for love, and if you see, the hand of universe is moving this wheel now. So maybe your wheel of fortune is ready to move now, and you're ready to come up and come on top in this situation. What is blocking you currently? And you have the 7 of Pentacles. So your current blockage in this situation is that somewhere here the universe is talking of divine timing, with the wheel of fortune, that things will happen when the divine moves the wheel, only then things will happen in your life. And you're finding it very difficult to have patience and wait and keep watering this plant. It's like you have planted the seed, you need to keep watering, you need to take care of the plant, you need to weed out the unnecessary around it, you need to give it sunshine and love, and your fruits of labor will soon be seen on the plant. So similarly, in the situation you are, you need to do what you were supposed to do. Water it daily, take care of it, do the needful, add the manure, add the fertilizers, take care of it in every way possible, and finally you will have the fruits of your labor. You just need to show some patience. You just need to do yourself. What you need to do, you need to do. And let the universe work it out when the time comes. So, what should be your focus currently? It says infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So, maybe you have been so focused and depressed about this situation, whether it's a job, maybe you have applied and given an interview and you're not getting a reply from them, and you're waiting, you're sad, you're feeling anxiety about it, or it may be a relationship situation, or it may be a business situation, or you want to buy something, a house or something, and you're not getting the possession because of this COVID. Things have been delayed, and you're feeling anxious, you're feeling insecure, you're feeling agitated about it. But the universe wants to say you that you have infinite abundance. You are supported by the universe. Things will happen in the right time, in the best possible way for you. You will be abundantly rewarded for all the hard work that you have been doing and putting into this particular situation. You will see the fruits of your labor. What change do you need to make in yourself to get a better outcome in this situation? And you have changed your focus. So this is the Five of Cups card. So maybe you have been looking at what is the negative in this situation rather than what is the good things positive about it. So you may be feeling anxious about your colleagues. You may have bad colleagues, and you are feeling very irritated about it. But you have a very good package and you have a very good boss. So that is the positive that you're not paying attention to in your job. Or it may be vice versa, that you don't have a very good package, or you're earning less than others, but you have a very supporting and appreciative boss, and you have very support colleagues and very friendly colleagues, and they always keep helping and supporting you. So there is always some positive and negative in every situation, in every person. But we need to focus on the right things. We need to focus on the positive rather than paying attention to the negative. That is what the universe is advising you to change in yourself. You have been looking too much at the negative. What lessons are you learning here? You have to dance with life. It says do something to change your energy. So maybe you have been too stuck up in the same old routines, in the mundane. You have been stuck in a particular energy. You're not moving forward. Your things are not going anywhere. You're repeating the patterns, and you're repeating the beliefs, and you're repeating the same behaviors, which are not letting you get out of that cycle of repetitive misfortune or repetitive pressure, distance, or anxiety and stress. So the universe is asking you to get out and dance. When we dance, we just let our body flow. We go with the flow. We enjoy the music. We just let our energy move. So change your energy, move your body. Somewhere you are stuck in yourself. You need to get out of your own way. You yourself are blocking your energy. You need to get out of your own way. Maybe your mind, your stuck up ways, your stubborn ways. You are very stuck up in your behavior. You are very stubborn in your behavior, and that is blocking your whole life and your energy. You need to get out of your own way. Let life dance with you, and you have to dance with life. Go with the flow, and you will see things changing in your life. So how is the universe helping you here? What blessing are they sending your way? You have a blessing on a journey. So remember, life is a journey, and we are all here to learn something in this life. Enjoy the journey. Don't look at what hardships are coming. Don't look at the good and the bad. Everything is just taking you exactly where you need to be. All the situations, all the people, the good, the bad, and the ugly comes to teach us a lesson, to take us where we are supposed to be, to show us the path to our destiny, to our soul path, to our life path. So life is a journey, enjoy it. There are birds around here and she's holding flowers in the back. So look at the bigger picture, enjoy the beauty, smell the flowers, enjoy the beauty of around you, of the environment, listen to the birds chirping, and have a bigger vision of your life. Don't change your focus, don't be so narrowed down on the negative of your life. Have a bigger vision and see, and you will start seeing the miracles and the blessings that have come into your life. So let us see what advice is coming to you from the divine. And we have the twin flame card. The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. So maybe some of you are asking, who chose this group 3, you are in a twin flame relationship or a soulmate relationship and you are having problems in that. I know it's very difficult to be in a twin flame relationship because your soul and your heart is connected so strongly to them, but your minds don't match, and then you have these ego fights, you have the tussles, you can't accept their human part because they are very different from you, their beliefs are different, their behaviors are different, they have a lot of toxicity, you have a lot of toxicity. But remember, this is a journey. It is saying blessing on a journey. The twin flame relationship is a journey. It has come to help you learn the lessons within yourself, to see your shadow selves, to see where you need to let go of some more, where you need to open your heart some more, where you need to have more patience, where you need to have more acceptance of yourself and the other person, where you need to bring more self-love into yourself, where you need to bring boundaries to yourself, where you have been giving more than receiving. So it is a journey of self-discovery and you are on that journey. Remember that. What other advice is coming to you? And you have the fogged in card. Go slow, take time. So maybe you've been trying to rush into this relationship, trying to make things happen and trying to move forward very quickly, and then you always beat a dead end, and then there's too much and you can't handle it, and then you break off again, and then you repeat cycles. In twin flames we do have the runner chaser cycles repeating themselves, right? Sometimes the male becomes the runner and the female becomes the chaser, and sometimes the masculine becomes the chaser and the feminine becomes the runner. So you're both moving in those cycles. You are learning to love yourselves, to value yourselves, to draw your boundaries, to bring a balance between yourself, to adjust between each other, to bring acceptance for each other. So it's a long journey, and even if here you see you got the boat, you have another card which is showing journey, because you have a boat here and you are on this journey, you are learning. This is a journey. The twin flame relationship is a journey, but remember things, you are fogged in. There is a fog at this time. Maybe you can't see beyond the fog. You are stuck in a situation where you feel, no, this is not going anywhere. This person is bad. I cannot live with him, and it's not worth it. This journey is not going to go anywhere. It's ended here now. I don't want to do anything with them. But go slow. Take your time. Learn the lessons. Remember, every situation is teaching you a lesson. Every situation you are learning something. Pay attention to those lessons. Don't pay attention to the person. The lesson is important, not the person. Your self-love, your self-discovery, your spiritual journey is important, not the person. Pay attention to that. The person is not important. So the crystal you have is malachite. It reads, are you able to laugh at your mistakes? So maybe you are very stuck up on your mistakes, you feel very defensive when you make a mistake, you're not able to say sorry, you're not able to apologize for your mistakes, you're not able to correct them, you feel, no, I am like this, I will remain like this. So that may be your problem. Maybe you should keep a malachite with you, carry it with you or keep it around you, that will help you. Do you take the time to learn from them? Yeah, I just said that. It's a journey and it's come to teach us a lesson. Are you learning the lessons from your mistakes? Have you felt like life is playing tricks on you? Again, as I said, situations may come where you can't understand, you can't see anything. Pay attention to the lessons. That is only important. Self-growth, self-love, lessons, that's the only thing important to you. Observe yourself and series of events that led up to perceived mistakes. Find the humor and levity in the situations. Allow the energy of the lesson to help you mature and grow. So observe yourself, what causes your triggers. You have to observe, why do I get angry, or why do I feel jealous, or why do I feel anxious, why do I feel sad, what depresses me, what leads to that situation, why I behave in this way, what triggers me, and this is my trigger, what happened in my past that caused these situations. There's some trauma, there's some wound that is causing these triggers. So you have to go down right deep to the wound and heal it so that you don't get triggered again. So it's a long drawn process, it doesn't happen in a day. That's why the universe is telling you go slow and take your time, because it's a very long journey to go to the root of your hurt, pain, anger, behaviors, your triggers, and find out what is the problem and where it came from, where it started, why you are still carrying that pain, how you can heal that pain, how you can change your beliefs regarding that situation so that your pain gets released, how you can forgive yourself, how you can forgive others. It's a very long process. It's a very spiritual process. I do personal coaching and counseling sessions for the same. If any of you need that help, I'm here for you. But it's really a very painful process, and we need to do that hard work on ourselves. We need to do that learning for ourselves. We need to heal ourselves. Otherwise, we keep bleeding on other people. When we don't heal our wounds, we are bleeding on other people, and we hurt the people around us, including ourselves. So we need to heal these wounds. So what are the possible outcomes for this situation? What are the possibilities for your future guidance? It says believe in the impossible, the blue moon. So maybe you feel at this moment this journey is not going anywhere, the twin flame relationship is not going anywhere, it is blocked, it's over, nothing will come out of it, it's over, nothing is going to, we can never come back, I cannot live with this toxic person. And they may be saying the same for you, and you may have said your goodbyes and farewell. I've seen many twin flame relationships at the moment breaking up and separation big time, and you feel that this is the end of it, it will not happen again. But the universe is telling you believe in the impossible. If it's not a relationship, another situation for you, business, work related, job related, or study related, or any other situation in your life, the universe is telling you to believe in your dreams, believe in the impossible. Anything is possible in this situation. And you have invisibility. It reads take off your cloak of invisibility and let your light be seen. So I feel group 3, you have been hiding yourself in the dark, you have not been letting people see your light, your truth, you have been suppressing your emotions, not expressing yourself, you have not been sharing your true self to the people around you, you have been wearing a mask to protect yourself because of the past hurts, pains that you're carrying, because of the mistakes you made, you're trying to put up a brave front outside. But you need to go within, and once you heal those traumas within you, the light will pass your body. All these negative energies that we carry, they block the light within us. Our heart cannot shine in its full radiance, and it dims ourselves, our lives, and the lives of those around us. So you need to remove this cloak of invisibility. You won't be open. Have the courage to share your light, have the courage to speak your truth. Forgive yourself for the mistakes. Get rid of the guilt, shame, anger, pain, trauma that you're holding, and let the light within you shine brightly. Let people get blind because of it. Don't care. It's your light and you have every right to shine. And you will help people when you shine the light. When you shine your light, you become a beacon of light for others who are lost on this journey, and then you'll be able to show them, guide their boats to the right path. And this is the journey of the twin flames. They are come here for that, to heal themselves, and by healing themselves, they become healers and they are able to heal others also. So unless you let your light shine, how will you help others, right? And the last message for you is everyone is doing their best. So maybe you may feel someone is not doing good enough, someone is not giving me this time, not giving me attention, someone is not coming to meet me, someone is not giving me flowers, someone is not doing this, someone is not doing that. Remember, everyone is doing their best. Given the understanding, given their knowledge, given the situation, given the responsibilities they have, everyone is trying their best. So be kind and compassionate towards people. Remember, everyone is doing the best they can. There are really only two types of people, those you now love and those you will love later. Until there's only one type of person, and then we probably hit repeat. This is talking so much about love. You just need to love people, that's it. And know that everyone is trying their best. They all caught up in their own problems, situations, guilts, shames, traumas, insecurities, fears. All we can do is just love them. Love them and let them be where they are. Let them sort themselves out. Let them heal themselves and just enjoy the journey. Right? So now let's pull out some charms and dices and zodiac signs, etc., chakras to see what further guidance we get from it. So first we'll pull out some alphabets to see. We'll pull out 3 alphabets to see who will bring positivity in your life and 3 to see who will bring negativity in your life. So you have L. It could be their first name, last name, middle name. You have R. And you have A. And for negative you have T, you have N, and you have E. So they could be who would cause some anxiety to you, not positive, cause some issues, cause some challenges to you. Now let's pull out some numbers. They could be dates or they could be date of birth, life path number of the people. I'll pull 3 positive and 3 negative here as well. So for positive we have the number 8, we have the number 7, and we have the number 4. For negative we have 17, which is the high octave of 8. We have the number 3 and we have 5. Now let's pull out some zodiac signs from this box to see which zodiac signs will affect us in a positive or a negative way. We'll pull out 3 positive and 3 negative. And we have Capricorn. It could be sun, moon or rising of the person. We have Cancer and we have Taurus. So these people could be positive in your life. Let's pull out negative. You have Scorpio. These people you need to be wary of. You have Leo and you have Libra. So these are the signs you need to be careful about. They may pose a threat to you, a challenge to you, could be anything. Remember, these are general readings. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So what qualities you need to bring into your life to improve this situation? You have classy. Somewhere you need to add class to yourself. Maybe you're behaving in a very gross manner or very undignified way. And you have serenity. So bring more peace into your life. Maybe you're having too much on your hands. You are doing too many things. You have too many issues around you, too many fights, too many arguments, too many challenges. You're surrounded with all broken ends, unfinished work. So you need to finish all those. You need to cut your cords with all these things and unfinished tasks. Finish them and clear them and get rid of all the negativity around you. It will help to bring more serenity into your life. And you have unique. I think group 2 or 1 got that. So you need to bring more uniqueness into your life. You are a unique being. Maybe you're not expressing your uniqueness. You are not showing the world your true self. You are hiding your uniqueness. You are ashamed of it. You feel people will not appreciate it, laugh at it, criticize it, won't understand it. But that's their problem. You need to be your authentic self. You need to be your true self and let the world see you. So express your true uniqueness. So now let's pull out some charms and see what comes out. So you have a flower here, pink flower. So maybe you will receive flowers or you will give someone flowers. Pink flowers also, but proposal. So you may receive a proposal or you may propose to someone. Then you have the heart with the angel wings. So this is a sign from the angels telling you that your heart is protected. Don't worry, you won't be hurt in this relationship. Your heart won't be broken. You will be protected by the angels. So have faith in them. Then you have the owl. The owl could be your power animal or their power animal. And owl is also about wisdom and wiseness, so about also seeing through the dark. So maybe you're feeling you're surrounded by darkness. The owl has a vision to see through the dark. So call upon the owl spirit animal or the power animal to give you the guidance, to show you in the dark, to be able to see the answers where you feel that none exist. And we have a snowflake, and which says no two snowflakes are alike. So maybe you and your twin flame are very different, or the situation you're asking about, you're involved with someone who's very different. But remember, you are each unique, and you need to find serenity between that uniqueness, and you need to appreciate the differences in each other and come to a middle point, right? Then you have a coin. So money is also coming into your life. Maybe once you release all the differences in your life that come in alignment, you will be able to attract abundance. And we have a star here, so the Star of David. So the universe is telling you that this is a destined relationship, this is a fated relationship. The star is also about hope, revival, healing, blessings from the universe. It's also a yes card. It's the card of Aquarius also. So the star is guiding you. Follow the star, follow the universe, follow your inner intuition. This is a fated relationship, this is a destined relationship. Then you have an angel and she's blowing a trumpet. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like a flower and it looks like she's blowing it into a trumpet sort of a thing. It's not a trumpet, but it looks like a musical instrument she's blowing into. So the angels are supporting you, they are rooting for you, they are pushing you forward, they are showing you the path. You have the star, you have the angels, here also you have angel wings. So definitely the universe is guiding you and giving you the green signal to move forward. They are also sending messages to you, understand your path, to move forward on your path. And then you have a Ganesha. Wow, that is so beautiful. So you need to do Sri Ganesha is the beginner of things. We always pray to Ganesha at the start of anything, whenever we start any new project. So take the blessings of Ganesha to re-begin whatever you want to do. And Ganesha is also the remover of obstacles, and we call him the Vignaharta, who removes the obstacles and the problems in our life. Pray to Ganesha to remove the obstacles in your life. You have one more star here. So definitely a fated relationship, definitely this is blessed by the universe. And you have one more Ganesha. So you have two Ganesha. You have two stars, two Ganesha, twin flame, repeated twin flames, and you have a butterfly here. Definitely transformation taking place, changes taking place. We have a heart here. So open your heart. Again, the heart chakra, look how beautiful the heart is. It has such a beautiful work on it. Make your heart beautiful. Open your heart, listen to your heart, follow your heart, pay attention to your heart messages. And finally we have this bobbin, which is used for stitching. So if there is something torn, your relationship is torn, there is distance between you both. I heard someone say, there's a card I think in one of the decks, that we are two ends of a thread and we are just entangled or messed up a bit. So yeah, you are two ends of a thread, and you need to understand that you are both same and similar. And if something is broken, it can always be stitched. If something is torn, it can always be mended. So remember that you are getting the charm of mending and stitching things together again. So it is possible. Now let's pull out the dice to see what messages are coming in. Okay, this is confusing. I am not sure what this looks like. To me, it looks like a arrow pointing downwards, and there is something inside. It looks like an animal, or it should be like this, pointing upwards. So somewhere you need to rise above. I feel and it looks like a dragon also. So you need to rise above where you are, look at the bigger picture, rise above all the addictions and infightings and move forward in your life. Rise above it is what I'm getting from that. Then you have the map of India. So maybe you are from India and you are again thinking about the limitations, or you are at a distance from each other and you are affected by that distance, or you may be from different states, different cultures, and that may be bothering you. But the universe is saying, remember, you all one. End of the day, you are in one country, you are in one situation, you're all one. And you have the boat. So again, this is a card of traveling. Maybe you and journey. We have the boat here, we got the second boat here. So you're getting a lot of cards about traveling. So remember, this is a journey. Other thing, it could also be that you will take a journey soon to meet your twin flame, or they may take it to meet you, or you may both go together on a journey somewhere near the sea. You may go on a boat trip, maybe that is possible. Remember, the journey is important. Learn the lessons, focus on the lessons. And you have, this looks like a doctor wearing that light on his forehead, or a miner wearing that light on his forehead. So maybe you are a doctor or a miner, or someone who you're trying to see in the dark, is what I'm getting you. Maybe you work in a dark space, maybe not literally, but in a implied way. There is darkness around you, there's a dark situation around you that you can't get around, and you're trying to see the light, you're trying to focus your light and find your path out of it. It could also mean that you need to open your third eye chakra. You see the light is on the forehead, which is the third eye chakra. That the third eye chakra is about wisdom, about seeing beyond time and space, about seeing beyond the physical realm, of seeing beyond the materialistic pursuits, and being spiritual, opening your mind, seeing beyond what is visible to the naked eye, to our two eyes, and seeing beyond that, seeing deeper into someone's soul, seeing beyond what is the obvious and visible to everyone, seeing beyond that. And you have the owl who can see in the dark. And this is another one about seeing in the dark. So maybe you need to see beyond your darkness. You need to see beyond just what your five senses are saying. Go more deeper inside. Go more inside the darkness. You need to work on your shadow self. Maybe you need to work on your darkness. Maybe you're carrying a lot of darkness inside you, and you need to heal it and look at it and heal it, and then only you'll be able to move forward. And you have a deer here. So deer for me is a very supple, a very light-footed animal, a very quick reactive animal. So maybe you are like this, or you are dealing with someone who is like this, like a deer, and who is very, very naughty, very playful, very fun-loving. And you need to bring that into your life as well. And don't prey. The deer is also a prey. So maybe you are preying on this person, or you are acting like a hunter and trying to prey this deer, then it will run from you. But if you come as a loving person, as someone who wants to protect and cherish this deer, then they will come close to you. So if you're going to come as a hunter to prey on the deer, it will run away. So check if you are doing that somewhere with this person. If you are, then let that go. That may be your addiction that you need to release. So now let us look at which planet is affecting you negatively in this situation, which planet is causing the negatives in this situation. And you have Mars. So Mars is a very masculine planet. It is the divine masculine. Among the planets, it is the embodiment of the masculinity. It is the lord of the sign Aries. So maybe you are very much an alpha male, you are very much a divine masculine who is watching this, or you have the divine masculine qualities in you. You are very masculine, very very much in the ego, very assertive, very warrior like, very fighting for the right, very aggressive, very always on the go, move forward. You don't bring patience in your, you're just trying to achieve materialistic gains, more money, more success, more property, more cars, more bikes, or more bank balance, more this, more that, more that. You're always constantly running for more, and you're very much in this materialistic energy, and very much in this aggressive and moving forward energy. Very impatient. Mars is also very impatient, very aggressive, very domineering, very controlling, very stubborn, always trying to dominate over others. Maybe these qualities are there in you and you need to let them go. You need to ground yourself more in your soul energy, come more in your healing energy, believe more in oneness. Maybe a very gruff. Mars people are also very gruff. That's the word I was searching for earlier. Very gruff in your ways and very rough and tough in your ways. So you need to bring more classy. You got the classy badge here. So you need to bring more class into yourself. Bring more patience. Bring more groundedness. Bring more spirituality into yourself. Don't be this. Don't operate out of the negative qualities of Mars. Don't be so aggressive. Be more feminine. Maybe you have suppressed your feminine parts and you're totally focused on being a masculine, but you need to have a balance of yin and yang in yourself. Whether you're a male or a female, you need to balance both the energies within yourself. You should have both the masculine as well as feminine qualities. So you have been maybe suppressing your feminine qualities of being loving, nurturing, caring, being soft, being understanding, being malleable, being nurturing, being creative. You are not paying attention to that. You're just running behind materialistic gains aggressively. Bring a balance in yourself. It will bring a balance in your life and in your relationship. So the last thing we will pull out is the chakra stones. Let's pull out some chakra stones to see which chakra of yours is blocked. Let's see which chakra of yours is blocked. And we have the citrine, the yellow stone, which is the stone of the Manipur chakra or the navel chakra. This is the chakra that controls our self-confidence, our self-esteem, our self-worth. So somewhere I feel that the reason you are in this aggressive Mars mode is because you are lacking your self-esteem and self-worth. Maybe you had very critical parents in childhood. Your mother or father may have been very critical, very dominating and controlling, and may have suppressed you always. Or your upbringing is such that, and the universe is like that. Most of the world we see, the people socially in society, people judge you by the money you have in your bank. They don't see how you got that money, what wrong you're doing, whether you're living in integrity or no. They don't care. They judge people based on the money they carry, the clothes they wear, the car they drive, the house they have, which is very wrong. So somewhere that has created a lack of self-esteem in you, a lack of self-worth. You think you don't feel you deserve good things in life. You don't feel you deserve the best in life. You don't feel you deserve anything nice in life. Maybe you don't feel you deserve your twin flame also in your life. And that is the biggest problem that is blocking you on your journey. That is the biggest problem that is blocking you on this in coming in union for your twin flame. You don't believe you deserve love. You don't believe you deserve the best in life. You don't believe you deserve the right things. You don't believe you deserve your goals and dreams to be fulfilled. You are so busy fulfilling other people's dreams and desires, fulfilling other people's wishes, because you want to please everyone around you except yourself. You want to make everyone happy around you except yourself, because somewhere you feel you don't deserve happiness. You feel you don't deserve good things in life. So this is a big indication that somewhere you need to work on your self-esteem and your self-value, your self-worth. Maybe you have made a lot of mistakes in life, or you have done things that have added to your guilt and shame. You're carrying some guilt and shame and in yourself, or you may have hurt people, you may have done wrong things, but we all make mistakes, right? So you need to forgive yourself for those mistakes. You need to learn from those mistakes. If others have hurt you, then forgive them and move ahead. We can't keep stuck here. We need to find our self-worth. We need to find our self-love. And this journey is all about it, as I have been saying throughout this reading, that the twin flame journey is all about self-love, self-worth, loving yourself as much as you love your twin. doing for yourself as much as you do for your twin, caring for yourself as much as you care for your twin. Believe that you deserve the best in life. Believe you deserve the best love, the best relationship, and whatever you need to let go of for to gain that is worth it. Your happiness, your peace of mind, your dreams and desires and goals are as important as anyone else's. You need to fulfill your own dreams. Nobody else is going to come and do it for you. Work on your self love, work on your self esteem, work on your self confidence. That is the biggest message coming for you here, group 3. The beach mantra of the Manipur chakra is Ram. So you can chant Ram every day. That will help you make this chakra stronger. You can also focus yourself like a yellow light in your navel area and imagine that glowing. There are a lot of Manipur chakra meditations online. You can just look it up on YouTube. Do the necessary healing. I feel you need to do a lot of healing. Is what I'm getting from here, the energy here. You need to heal yourself a lot. Face your shadows. Look into that darkness and heal those shadows that you have. So that was your reading group 3. I hope you liked it. If you did, do like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for taking the time for being here. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.